And we are live. How's it going, everybody? Glad you could all make it. Thank you for coming. Tonight we are having the Bruh stream. I hope you guys have your face protection ready, facepalm protection ready. I already laughed at a comment from Terry Jacob. I cut my hands off for this. I don't know what else you could have meant by facepalm protection required. That's actually quite extreme. Well, the stream I was thinking of, if we have the Bruh stream, it's practically just to go through some arguments and comments and statements about people that are really stupid, and they're like, bruh, you know?
What's this bra business anyway? You a surfer?
Bruh.
You're a surfer dude.
It's actually something we say a lot in South Africa, you know, like bruh and bra. It sounds like beach bummer, kind of surfer dude thing. But yeah, it's just like, excuse me.
Yellow.
My children are very not listening to that. How can I put it? So yeah, Mikey, unfortunately I'm not using StreamYard tonight. Sorry, man. I'm using OBS. Michael did try and send you the Element link, so hopefully you can get there. But yeah, I just want to say hi to everybody here. Sorry?
It's joined Element.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
It'll be great to have him on. It's good to see you all here. Thank you very much for everybody for being here. Yeah, your guys' support is awesome. And yeah, I finally got my ring light today. That's why you see the light is a bit better. I think I might have to get a different webcam though, because this webcam works beautiful in the day, but at night you see it's still not 100%, but I think it's okay. So thank you guys again for all your support. And we are running 100% on the generator now, because the power is actually off. So yeah, thank you everybody that supported for the generator as well. You guys make this stream run. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for all your financial supports. Nathan Oakley, I just have to comment quickly on your AI, open AI thing. I wanted to do the exact same thing, believe it or not, but you beat me to it. Brilliant. Although mine, I wasn't thinking of talking about gas pressure. I was thinking about talking about horizontal and level. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if you saw Ranty literally showed your video, and he just literally put it up and said, well, I'm showing you guys because it's so dumb. And that's all he said. He didn't give any other commentary on why it's dumb or why it's wrong or anything. That was it. It was like, bruh. Hey, Matt, Adam, good to see you. Glad you could make it. One thing I did see, Nathan, that OpenAI, do you realize how much it contradicts itself? So even if AI contradicts itself so much, it makes you wonder, maybe a lot of the trolls we get on our channels are just AI trolls. What do you think about that, Michael?
Yeah, just AI bots.
Yeah, and that's why they can't come on to actually have conversations.
I do see a lot knocking around that all keep saying the same thing. So,
yeah, I agree, Owen. Yeah, sorry. I agree, Owen.
Well,
Ranty is dumb.
whoever's programming them, they're not very bright, are they?
No, definitely not. Oh yeah, I put the power on now, but I forgot to open the videos I want to show. Very clever, Keith. Very clever. Downloads. I'm thinking I'm going to start off with our favorite FE pilot that claims you can see Earth curve from an airplane window. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I just want to pause it. Okay. Yeah, because he claims you can see curvature from an airplane window, guys. But anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well, as I said. Anyway, hey Psych Bear, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Okay, so this is FE Pilot, guys. He says Earth curvature visible from an airliner window. This is supposed to be a pilot that doesn't know how a structure of an airplane window is constructed. Yeah, we only have one horizon. The horizon on your globe model was geometric before it was debunked by the black swan. Exactly. That's say about it. So let's see what FE Pilot has to say about Earth curve, guys.
Show me the curve. Show me the curve.
Whoa, settle down, buddy. We gotta get up to cruise altitude. Then we'll see the curvature.
Does he know that you can literally see the curvature with an airplane window on the runway? If you look down, you see, because airplane windows are curved, they're not straight. So what do you think happens to light bending, and it's more than one plane in front of each other? Does he ever know that? So the structure of the window alone make things warp. Look at this airplane wing, how it's already warping because of the window. Even this, I mean, if you look properly, it's not really straight. But yeah, he loves, look at the angle he's trying to show you now, and then we'll see it later on with the other angles.
Well, if it's a globe, we'll probably see it.
I promise. When I can see the curve, I'll give up the flat Earth.
Let's take this time to look at a computer simulation of what the curve should look like from an airliner cruise altitude. And as
he's showing us a flight simulator to show us what the curve should look like, guys. Would we all agree that is number one? So I can show Superman flying somewhere. Does that make Superman real? Or how about I play a Star Wars game on my computer? Is that going to make Star Wars real now? So he's trying to say, because on a flight simulator, this is the curve you should see. So yeah, let's carry on.
the bonus
Just testing.
at the end of the video.
Sorry?
Mike is just joining.
Hey Mikey, good to see you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. How's it going,
Okay,
Mikey?
cool. Okay, good.
Glad you could
You don't,
make it.
you don't need to have your camera on, Mike, if you don't want it on.
Yeah, no, I always want my camera on.
I ain't got mine plugged in, like, I can't be bothered.
It's good to see. I just got your email though, Mikey, about going on your show or something.
Oh, yeah, your show, your show.
Okay, yeah. Nathan Oakley says, this is garbage. Yeah, Nathan, I know it's garbage. It gets worse though.
When he went on, Nathan.
Yeah, Effie Pilot went on you. Remember, Nathan? Effie Pilot went on your show. He went on my show once as well.
It was showing some observations, like claiming waves were earthquake blocking buildings. Something stupid like that.
Yeah, and remember, just don't think about the black swan. We're not here to talk about the black swan, though.
How
No.
do I get Blacksoid's face up on the screen here?
It's not going to show up for me though by you guys because
okay.
my OBS is using my phone at my webcam at the moment for OBS for YouTube.
Yeah, I just see a picture of the moon. That's all I see.
Yeah, that's Michael.
Yeah, that's me, Moonhead.
Moon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna carry on with the video. Guys, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll include the view that Felix Baumgartner would have seen from Stratos Red Bull jump.
Ooh, he's gonna show Felix Baumgartner what he's seen from his status here. I also downloaded video on that, so that's quite cool.
Stay tuned for that. Here's a view from 10 kilometers.
Ah, now he's playing music again. So I'm not going to show you sound for this part. But anyway, he's showing 10 kilometers. He says. But that's the curve you're supposed to be seeing apparently.
There is not. I've got a picture of that Baumgartner from cockpit, and it's flat.
Exactly. I'm going to show you a video. I got it. Let's carry on. But now look at this. He's showing look. It's not even curving like it's supposed to go. It's literally warping. Why? Because it's a window. The window gives this. You're not supposed to see any curve from that altitude anyway. So I think simulation, computer simulation shows real curve, guys. He obviously doesn't know his model. Still music. Why do these people play some music like this the whole time? They don't. Let's see, maybe he's talking now again.
Lines.
Okay.
There's straight lines.
The straight lines. Okay.
No, bro.
No, that's not straight. It's literally warping up and down as it's going across because of how the window is created.
It's not a fisheye lens.
Not a fisheye lens. No one said it was.
It's a regular wide-angle lens.
It's not a fisheye lens. It's a regular wide angle lens. What's a wide angle lens again, guys? A fisheye lens. I mean, this is the kind of arguments we get from these guys, dudes. I think my forehead's gonna be quite red after this. Hold on. Hold 2 logs. Log shows 1 is a prop. Yeah, let's carry on.
No distortion. Here, let me put a straight line into a line of sight.
He puts it inside the window, but we are looking through an aeroplane window, which is different panes. I think there are 3 to 4 panes in front of each other. That's curved. Literally. That's why you get your distortion. It's not curved.
I've got a picture. I'm going to share it to Element. What I took through train door window, looking at tracks, and well, I'll post picture. You can have a look.
Okay. Look at this. Is it showing? I don't know. Okay, it's showing. Check. This is what I'm trying to say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the different panes. They're literally arched like that. He's supposed to know this. He's a pilot. That's why you have the distortion, your so-called curve. It's not real, it's optical. Besides, on your globe, you're not supposed to see curve at 25,000 feet. But then again, he doesn't know. These globers don't know their own model, do they? Yeah. Okay, let's carry on. Oh, still no music. I don't want music. I don't want music.
The window is curving to rest.
Nope.
He says
Window weaver. That's compressed for view to see if there's any distortion.
But I guess my
That's compressed for view to see if it...
is curving
He's
to
saying the
rest.
window.
Nope. Not the window weaver.
Not the window either, but look at the angle he's holding it at, guys. And you can literally see it's distorting the plane's wing. It's distorting the lines there. Check that. Those lines are starting to... Look, it's curving, guys. Is that Earth curve? No. So he's actually being dishonest as well while he's at it.
That's compressed for view to see if there's any distortion.
What? What's Owen going on about? Notice how the flat earthers are ignoring my arguments. What arguments? What you talking about? Density and buoyancy have been accounted for in science with gravity. Gas not go down, go boom boom. It simply floats on top of the denser gas layers. Is this Baldwin? I think so. Yes, not Earth curve, but window curve. Exactly, Alan. That's it. That's 100%.
I guess my surfing days are finally over.
And here's a simulated view from the Stratus Red Bull jump.
This is what he was supposed to see from Felix Baumgartner, he says. No, but Felix Baumgartner, wasn't he much higher than 25,000 feet though?
Definitely curvature, side to side. So much for you can't see the curve when you're 2 millimeters above this beach ball.
I think you can't see it, no, because it doesn't exist.
Hey Neil,
All right. Sounds very cool.
Okay, so that's that video. Let's get going to...
That picture I've just sent to Element.
Oh, did you send a picture? I thought I saw a picture.
Just showing you what looking through.
Exactly, look at that. Even look at that. Even that's on a train. Do look at that distortion, guys. If your pilot, is that curving over? Is it wobbly Earth maybe? If you lifted the plane up with altitude, would it show more wobbly now? Man, these guys don't really think, do they? Let me quickly see if I can get that. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show this one. This is the breaking world record jump with Felix Baumgartner, guys. 19.5 miles above the Earth's surface. That's more than 25,000 feet, is it not? Or is... Anyway, I want to show when he's inside the capsule. Prepping. Look at that. I want to see now in the inside though. The final jump. Ooh. Come on, show us. Beautiful balloon. Yep, in collaboration with GoPro. You know, usually has wide angle lenses. You know, wonder why that is. Okay, activate suit and chest, pack cameras. Let's see what's going to show. Okay, initializing, making it so dramatic though, I have to say. Thank you. Hit him. Okay, can you show us the earth curve now? Sorry about this. Okay, it's going to open the door. Let's see if you guys can see earth curve through the door. Okay, remember this should show earth curve, should it not? I must say he was quite brave to jump out of so high. At least he had a parachute. I'm going to show you guys next a guy that jumped out 25,000 feet, did not use a parachute, and also suffered the same thing that Felix did, not experience Coriolis effect. Ooh, wait guys, where's this earth curve? Where's this earth curve? It almost looked like it's going the opposite way. Or is that straight? Mikey, what do you see on screen?
Yeah, it's a lot of distortion, that's for sure. There's a flat line there.
Not like what the guy showed with his simulation. So we just debunked his claim that you can use a game simulation to show the curve. And then,
well, of course, even in the airplane window one, it looked like the plane was banked up, so it's even going to distort it even more. We got to make sure the plane is level, completely level, instead of going left or right, you know, banking left or right, because that's going to distort it even more.
Exactly, that's true.
You can't be photographing through another, like through glass or plastic or and expect it to be a true image, like.
Yeah, guys, it's sort of like we're living on concave Earth if you look at this. Oh man, I don't know how they can look at this and say it's, but now you can see it goes straight back to the GoPros on the outside, and look at that distortion to make everything curve. It's like insane. Look at that. It's wrapping around him, guys. The Earth is literally wrapping around him. I just thought I would show that to some of the people that don't know. Felix Baumgartner proved the flat Earth. This is just the GoPro. I mean, I can show you people standing on the floor that has exactly the same radius, you can say.
Not to mention, he landed a couple hundred feet from where he went up.
That's what I said. He has the same problem. I mean, how long was his air flight in the air? And he landed.
It's great long. It's about 15 minutes long or something, maybe more.
He landed right there. I mean, he should have landed in Mexico, apparently. This is a video I did a while back. It was quite a few years back. Where a guy that did a jump without a parachute from 25,000 feet. He set a new world record. This was in 2016. I think his name was Luke Atkins or something.
Into a net?
Yeah, into a net. He didn't use a parachute.
Yeah,
he had over 2 minutes of flight time. How far would a person travel with 2 minutes of the Earth spinning underneath you? I mean, think about it. That equates 480 meters a second. I mean, 2 minutes, that's quite a lot. And yet he was in the airplane above the net, jumped out of it, above the net, and landed in the net after having 2 minutes of flight time. Hang time in the air. That's impossible on a globe that claims to have Coriolis. Ooh, I'm just scared of the music. Because this was the music I used still before I worried about copyright and stuff. Exactly, John Smith. Fisheye lenses causes curved and concave
We're
rising.
just less than 3 weeks out, getting ready for Heaven Sent. We're in the final push of the training. There's a lot of focus from the film crews and the production guys on all the fitness and stuff like that, which is great, makes me feel better. But none of that stuff is what's going to keep me alive on the day. What's going to keep me alive is the jumping. This repetitive practice, practice, practice. If I miss this target, it doesn't matter how good a shape you're in or any of this other stuff that happens. So
Exactly. You guys know this. So he did this more than once though. So he just practiced. And every time he gets the net. So yeah, it wasn't, yeah, it didn't turn off for one day though. They turn it every time he jumps off the airplane.
It must be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Atmo, what now? Exactly, Spuddy.
Target is the most important thing. Accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Fighting the wind, countering the wind, all that stuff. The next thing is that rollover. I need to roll over about 200 feet. I'm going to be going about 120 miles an hour. And roughly 1 second before I impact, I want to flip to my back and land real nice. It's different than a stunt roll. I have to fly my body around.
Yep. Now, you did hear that. He just had to fight the wind. Did he say I have to fight Earth rotation? I don't think those were the words that came out of his mouth. You would think they would think about Earth rotation if it really existed. That, I mean, that would be like really something to think about.
Listen, if apparently a sniper has to account for Coriolis, then a skydiver does.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's falling, according to the globe model, he's falling in an inertial reference frame. So the Earth is rotating underneath him at 480 meters a second. Look at that nice fisheye lens there again, guys. Ooh, beautiful. And look, is the net moving away from him? No, it's staying exactly the same position. Hey Giamatro, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Tom from Mary says, why would the Earth rotate under the jumper any more than the jumper would rotate with it? Are you fighting for Velcroed atmosphere? Tom? You do know that's impossible. Kenny Eaton, he's in the same reference frame as Flatzoid. He is rotating with the Earth. No. So, let's put it this way. Then, bullets are not leaving the ground. So you can't claim Coriolis for bullets or long-range shooting or anything like that, which you guys actually been fighting with this whole time. Exactly. Goodbye Coriolis then, Terry. Because they're saying conservation of momentum, then there's no Coriolis.
Can't claim Skydiver's got an engine on it like Red does.
Yeah, and he's not, guys, and also, the argument we get is, these guys, you know, like, what do they say, it's controlled flight? He hasn't got controlled flight, yet he's landing where he needs to. See, I just thought I would show some of those videos. I did bring up another, what else? I did download more, but I'm trying to figure out, I thought I downloaded more. Downloads, sorry guys. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys want to watch it. A guy that thinks he knows about the flat earth and he's very frustrated. You saw that video that what's his name linked us today, Michael, that Parkway linked us.
Right, what power is it?
The guy that's very frustrated, what's his name? Flat earth is frustrating, stupid, break bread, let go something.
It's not that other guy then, him from New York, because he gets red triggered.
I think it's that guy. What's his
Is it him?
It's the something other channel, unnamed channel, something like that.
So, of Break Brad, a series that I've been teasing for quite a while now. Now, anyone who's watched any of the other side channel videos will know that I keep going on rants because there's things in this world that piss me off. So this series is a home for me to go on all of these rants.
Yeah.
It sounds like that Dave Keegan.
He does. He sounds like Dave Keegan kind of thing.
And,
I think
and they both sound like cats.
sort of, but they all got the same kind of arguments though. Very dumb, idiotic arguments that show they're actually ignorant to flat Earth. I did invite him, guys. I left him a message on his video, stating he's ignorant to this, and it would be great if he wants to actually come and talk to us, because he's literally calling us stupid. And you know what his excuse is? Because we do not have the same belief as him. That, you know, that's called bigotry. It all boils down to he's butthurt because people don't believe the same as him. Yeah. Flat Earth map behind him. Like it almost looks like that, eh?
I think it's deeper than that, me flats. I think that they don't want to lose their space. You know what I mean? I think that's what triggers them.
Yeah.
They're too invested in space and space travel. And
I think that's true. I see Keegan put up another video today. I haven't watched it yet, so maybe we can watch it after this one if you guys are keen. Let's get going.
Today, I'm starting off big with one of the things that I think annoys me the most in this world. On this planet, on this globe.
Annoys him the most. It already tells you he's triggered because of his cognitive dissonance. Literally. It annoys him the most. Why do you think it annoys him the most, guys?
And why does it annoy him?
Yeah, exactly. Why does it bother him that someone has a different belief than him?
People believe in aliens and believe in all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? We're not trolling all of them just because I don't believe the same thing. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah, exactly. Spuddy, exactly. Gas expands to full available volume. Expands in all directions. Gas pressure requires containment. And by the way, so does dynamic pressure, because dynamic pressure comes after gas pressure. That's where the OpenAI was lying to Nathan. The AI, Nathan, one thing you should have asked the AI was, does dynamic pressure come after gas pressure? And it would have to say yes, because dynamic pressure can only exist in a contained system. Yep. Okay, let's go on.
And that is the flat Earth conspiracy. Why does it annoy me? Because it's fucking stupid.
You see what I mean? Because it's stupid according to him, so that's why it annoys him. Guys, this James Craig is... Wow, he's really typing in fast. What's going on? Do you have copy and paste to put in here, James?
It's going.
Yeah. If you pour yourself a cup of tea or coffee, okay, of coffee. No, tea or coffee, they're two different things. Wait for it to settle, okay? And then take a spoon and start stirring. What happens to the coffee? It goes round and round. Why? The spoon is dragging it. No shit, Sherlock. Liquid is bonded. Gas is unbonded. Do you know there's a difference? Take a ball. Let's just take a ball, for instance. And you can just spin it around. Does the air move around with the ball? Or does the ball move around in the air? Oh. Hey, Face Reality, thank you very much for coming. $2 super chat. Really, really do appreciate it. Where can I go to observe Earth spin? Please help me. Nowhere, because it doesn't exist. Sorry to break it to you. There is no such thing as Earth spin. Although people want to believe there is, it's just a belief, which they can't provide us the evidence. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched that stream with Michael and myself on Coriolis with that long-range shooter. The guy literally says he believes it's real, but he cannot provide us the data that he accounts for it. He believes it's there, but he doesn't account for it.
But he can't prove it.
He can't prove it, but he believes it's there.
Surely if you're accounting for it, you're proving it.
And then he goes on and giving false equivalences of wind and Magnus effect, and thinking that's got something to do with Coriolis. Yeah.
Listen, if Coriolis were a thing, there'd be big problems with artillery and snipers and that.
Be
They'd never
huge
get
problems.
proper
That's why I
red
laugh at these guys with the gunner. They bring up the gunner manuals, and they read in the gunner manuals that they account for what they call barrel drift, because as soon as a huge barrel like that shoots, I mean that has a lot of impact. It drifts. Then they have to account for it away because the barrel has drifted. Now, that is a real thing they have to account for. And wind, obviously, and drop and everything, because the further you shoot, the angle changes. Now, when they come and they show us, okay, but now you go down to page 700 or 600, 300 or something, and it says Earth rotation due to latitude. It says, okay, the manual says that. All good. But show me someone actually doing this in real life, taking it into account. No one does. No gunner I've ever spoken to or know about, or anybody that even knows anybody, has ever taken Coriolis into account, ever, for anything. I'm even working on a video now about a bullet that literally goes and can shoot 10 miles away at subject that's moving, and it doesn't take Coriolis into account.
Listen, NASA claims that it tests all its craft on a non-rotating Earth, so
Exactly.
even NASA's not accounting for Coriolis.
But
There are people that make aeroplanes.
Even that
Nobody's
same,
accounting for it.
yeah, but even that same gunner manual, in the beginning it says there, non-rotation of Earth. Literally it says there, taking into account non-rotation of Earth. Just at the bottom, all of a sudden, 300 pages later, now it's because of latitude, they're taking it apparently into account. This is how much you must take. But no one does it, ever. Because there is no such thing as Earth turn. James Craig says, read my text until the end and not just stop at the first paragraph. I did read the whole paragraph, James. And by the way, I don't need to read anything because you didn't send a super chat. So yeah. Okay, let's carry on.
Carries on
It's
with
just
it, I'll just vote it.
He's just a butthurt guy. You know these guys, they're butthurt
They're
because
okay.
because their whole world gets turned upside down, literally.
Like, it's not just the actual flat Earth model is stupid, but the way they try and prove it or disprove the globe or everything, it's so dumb, and it just flies in the face of everything that humanity has been trying to do over the past centuries or millennia. But
That's false. Can you explain to us what's dumb about proving the flat Earth or disproving the globe? We don't have to disprove the globe, by the way. You guys do that all on your own. We just pick apart your arguments by showing you guys can't prove your globe. It's just more fun to show by asking you, okay, this is your claim, let's say gas pressure without containment, go and demonstrate it. Oh wait, you can't. This is your claim, water curves, but you can't go and demonstrate it. Do you understand? It's very sad.
which is to grow and evolve and change as a species and get more intelligent and find out more about the world that we live in. And it flies against that because everything they come out with is just horse shit.
Well, it's horse shit after just spouting all that rubbish about animals turning into other animals.
Yeah, he literally believes they come from primordial soup. He believes that everything came from nothing. Literally, yeah, he believes his ancestors are ape.
There's no fossil record of one animal becoming another animal, and only things are presented as missing link have turned out to be just another monkey or something.
Yeah.
It's not even been proved.
I mean, what do you think is more absurd? I have a creator that created me, or I just came by chance from nothing and I evolved from a monkey. Someone would probably lock you up if they didn't know about this.
Some of these balls probably have come from monkeys.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, think about it. If you go, I love using this, like, go to the beach and you see a beautiful sandcastle. Did that sandcastle evolve? Did the sea go and just evolve the sandcastle? Or did you actually have someone that went and created the sandcastle? Simple stuff. Okay. Exactly, James D. After you show evidence for rotation, you'll have to show evidence for the 18 mile per second orbit around the sun. What is the sun though? What's an orbit?
It's just all based on crap, like terrible experiments that anybody can just look at and go, that's shit. Like one of the most famous ones is so they don't think that gravity is a thing. Gravity isn't real, and that water will always find its level.
Water finds its level at rest. That's what happens. It's called physics. Fluid dynamics. Obviously this guy has never swam in a swimming pool before, or maybe just filled his bathtub up with water. I don't know. He literally goes against physics after spewing that flat earthers don't know physics. We don't know science. But he literally just went against it. So who's the one that's stupid here? And I can guarantee you, he got his arguments here from not a Professor Dave. The most ignorant anti-flat earther there is, by the way. Let's go on.
That's the thing they always say. Water will find its level. And they say that it's impossible for water to be any other shape than flat.
Okay, that's a straw man. No one says any other shape. Water isn't a shape. Water takes shape of its container. Just like air takes shape of its container. So if it's contained in a bowl, you see the bottom of the bowl, it's taking the shape of the container. But the top, it's level. It's finding its own level. Why? Because it's called level. Horizontal.
Tom from America says level is curved.
Is that so? Please show us a definition where level says curved. Oh wait, let me quickly go and get something for you. I knew this would come up. Level.
Do you know if level were curved, there'd be some terrible buildings on Earth?
Hectic. I mean, what does this say? A horizontal plane. I have never ever seen a curving horizontal plane before. Have any of you? No. And it is in respect to the distance above or below a given point. Now remember, this is a horizontal plane, so that means it does not curve, and it is in the distance above a given point. So that means point A to point B has the same level, same horizontal plane. Having a flat horizontal surface, having the same height as someone or something else. His eyes were level with hers. So if she's standing 10 kilometers away and I'm standing here and our eyes are level with each other, it's a horizontal plane. Give a flat and even surface too. Contractors started leveling the ground for the new power station. And what does level mean? Having a flat horizontal surface. Is that not good enough for you? Having no part higher than another, conforming to the curvature of liquid parts of the Earth's surface. While they are saying, this was the one I brought up that was saying it was contradicting, even or unvarying in height, equal in advantage, progression or standing, proceeding monotonously or unfully. Give him a level look. Spoke evil tones, arriving to okay, but that's not right. I'm going to go look at get the full one for you guys. Because having no part higher than the other on a horizontal plane cannot conform to curvature of the liquid parts of the Earth's surface. You do know your Earth is a geoid.
We're talking about people who they can't combat the argument, so they have to change things.
Yeah, but look at this A and B.
Level's never been curved, never will be curved.
Exactly, but look at A and B. That's a contradictory statement. It says you're having no part higher than the other. Great. Then it says curvature of the liquid, but look at B's. Parallel with the plane of the horizon. Horizontal. Horizontal does not curve. Merriam-Webster literally puts conforming to the curvature of liquid afterwards. You know, this wasn't always here. This conforming to the curvature of liquid parts of the Earth's surface wasn't always there. They literally put it in after you globies got butthurt that it never says it curves. But the problem is, they had to leave in horizontal and plane and level and straight and flat, because that's what horizontal and level mean. Horizontal. So, if any globe here can show me curving horizontal, then you should be winning a global prize. Some hectic prize.
They'll be chuffing magic.
Yeah. I don't know what mushrooms these guys smoke. By the way, I spoke about horizontal not curving to actual globers that aren't any flat earthers, like family and friends this December, and they all said you guys are dumb. Literally. They said people that believe horizontal curves should be institutionalized. And these are actual globe believers as well, guys. Yeah. Just thought I would bring that up to you. So, show me level curving. It doesn't.
Which is one of the explanations why they think the Earth can't be a globe, because the water will just fall off the sides.
I said, this is brilliant, this fact, right? Tom from America's just debunked this as globe. The plane of the horizon is below your feet.
So the horizontal plane of the horizon is below your feet.
Welcome to Flat Earth, you dumpling.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to actually pin that, guys. That is now of the night. Not one, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Let's see what James Crick says now. Please answer just one question. Why are things falling down? When an apple is growing on a tree, there was nothing potential energy added to it, but it still falls. A tree grows, photosynthesis. It's energy transference, nutrients. It's literally gathering up energy as it's growing up in the ground. Then that apple is growing on the branch, and eventually when it cannot support anymore, it breaks and it goes where? Back to the ground. That's where it's potential energy. You're literally picking something up, takes energy to do it. You're transferring energy into the system. So when you let it go, would you expect it to carry on putting energy into the system to go up? No. It's going back to its equilibrium point, its relative equilibrium point. Very simple stuff. If you kick a ball, you don't expect the ball to go the opposite direction of where you kicked it. Once you kicked it, it uses up all the energy and it stops. Remember, potential energy goes to kinetic energy. So as soon as you've released that energy, where is it going to go? It's not going to carry on going where the energy was created to. So yeah. But let's get back to the actual argument. Level is horizontal, and yes, water cannot be shown to be sticking on an outside of the ball because it goes against reality. You guys have a belief, and your fail-safe is, oh, the scale, the mass of the earth is so large that its gravitational pull is so great we cannot demonstrate it. Bullcock. It's a belief and you cannot demonstrate it. As simple as that.
I know, it's stupid. But,
yeah, it is stupid.
I mean, let's not even get into the fact that surface tension can make water droplets, which are...
surface tension. See, I told you he was a Dave follower. We already explained to you a droplet.
Listen, they all have the same accent. They're all coming from the same places.
Do you think they'll write the same scripts?
Yeah, of course they are. Got to be. They're probably... I think they're probably cats as mates or something. They all sound like cats.
Thank you, Medicine. Good to see you. Yeah. Water tension is not curving water. It's a droplet of water held by its intermolecular bonds with air pressure around it, literally pushing against it, and dust molecules and everything holding it that way. It's like putting it sort of in a container, in a cocoon of all sorts. That's why they love leaving out large bodies of water at rest, or large bodies of water seek level. That's why they ignore it and they say droplet of water.
I say you might want to change that pinned comment.
Oh, there's another one.
We've got another beauty here. This is brilliant.
Level is more or less horizontal.
Listen. level is more or less horizontal locally, but horizontal is only level at one point.
Guys, I might get brain damage after the stream. No, Tom. It's.
I love it, me. They're just. If you just let them keep commenting, they say the most ridiculous things.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I love it. Bendizontal. That's exactly what he's trying to explain.
If there are any more better flat Earth proof, it's trolls.
They literally debunk their own arguments while they're trying to fight for it. Tom from America, I just read to you. Not at one point, from point to point, at given points, a horizontal plane. It stays horizontal. It never curves. So it doesn't matter the distance from your points, it's a horizontal plane. That's what level means. So if it is not here the same level as here, then it's not the same level, but it's still horizontal planes. Each has its own horizontal plane, its own level. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber are in. Exactly. Oh, wow.
Round. Or the fact that if you fill up a cup really high, it can have like a bend to it. Like, these are just tiny.
Yep, he definitely watched Dave. The meniscus, argument. Yeah. Again, intermolecular bonds. Try and fill up a pool really high and see if you're going to see it curving. No, but if you go to the end of the pool and you see where it's touching, it's got that little, because of the tension, the water tension, because of the meniscus. Yeah. But does that make the whole water curve now? No, it's not. It's because that's how water behaves.
Any scale things that completely disprove what they're talking about anyway, because they're saying water can never not be flat, never not be level. Well, it can. You can do it in your fucking kitchen. Anyway.
Has this guy actually defended anything yet? He said by saying it's stupid. Okay. Tom from America. Large. Okay, so you're right. Just because you say so, I see. Whatever.
They try and prove that the globe can't hold water by taking a ball and pouring water onto it and going, hey, look, it runs off the side.
Yeah, we do that to make fun of your religion. It's not trying to say we're just proving it. We're literally just making fun of you. That's why we do it. It's to show, haha, you cannot defend your claim. Get it? Just like when Blue Marble Science decides, oh, I'm going to show you gas pressure without containment by bringing in containment. Bringing a pipe and saying a pipe is not containment. Bringing in a butane cylinder and saying it's not containment. Bringing in everything he brought was containment. And literally just denying that it's containment. Show me how a pipe does not contain air or water, please. Then I feel sorry. Does he have plumbing in his house? Has anybody here struggled? If you guys don't have plumbing in your house, how do you get water? Because that's what pipes do, they contain the water. Or how about heating? You have piping for the heating, do you not? Yeah. Oh, it's very easy to make fun of them, Alan. Very, very easy.
Right. It runs off the side, see?
I mean, nobody's making that Tom comment what he's commenting. He's doing it all on his own.
Exactly. I'm going to pin this one because this one actually... Oh, where is it? Pin. Replace pin message. This one is much better. Thank you, Face Reality. Horizontal is parallel to the plane of the horizon. Sea level equals straight, no curve. Exactly. Hey Gary, Benga, good to see you. Yep, he's here for punishment. Okay, Tom Perito. How would you prove that the vertical in South Africa is parallel to mine vertical in America? Easily. Mean sea level. There we go. Mean sea level. There's the demolishment of the globe. These guys are morons. I'm sorry. Yes.
So what?
Sorry?
They are morons.
Oh.
I've never come across people so silly. I really am.
It's insane. Hey Mikey, you got anything to say, dude?
It's gone.
Oh, is he gone? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Mikey. Yeah, he's not.
gone to rest his feet, like, because he gets problems with his feet.
Yeah, he's got problems, sure, man. I actually wanted to talk to him later about that. You know, last night with that guy from South Africa said with the tearing.
Yeah.
He was a bit wrong.
Of course he's wrong.
I'm going to be doing a video on it. He was very wrong about it, actually. But I didn't want to say anything until I actually did some homework on it, so... Yeah, I'm going to show why he's wrong. Oh, and I got a video out coming soon as well. Mr. Beast proves Earth doesn't spin. And Veritasium as well, by the way. Also have a video of him proving Earth does not spin. So those are exciting to come out.
Veritasium?
Yeah, Veritasium.
Yeah.
He proves Earth doesn't spin. But you'll see why. I'll do the video soon, and then hopefully it's going to be done soon.
Went to Veritasium that did that Coriolis one, though? Or that,
Yeah, he was the one that did that with Smart Every Day.
So I can prove Coriolis and then prove Earth don't spin. Don't make sense.
Let's put it this way. If you're trying to drop something, I think, how was it? It was quite a considerable distance. He tried to drop something, and it didn't have Earth spin underneath it. But in another video, he had pools with water trying to prove Coriolis.
The point is he's contradicting himself. If he's done a video with somebody to prove Coriolis, and then he's done another video and it proves Earth don't rotate, then he's debunking his son.
Exactly. But that's how it works with the globe, guys. They contradict themselves. They don't try and contradict themselves. They just fall into a trap of contradicting themselves, especially when they get pushed into a corner.
Well, yeah, when you defend a lie, you're going to fall for all kinds of problems.
Exactly. Okay, let's carry on with this guy.
Right, let's take into account as well, when you pour water over something like that, there will be water droplets stuck to the side. Like, water droplets can get stuck to the side, to the other side of things. So, even in your shit experiment that doesn't actually have the scale of a planet, you're still proving yourself wrong. This is the level of stupidity we're talking about.
What did you just say? I don't know.
Side of things. So, even in your shit experiment that doesn't actually have the scale of a planet, you're still proving yourself wrong.
It's just saying, like I was saying, he's just butthurt because we make fun of his unbackable claim. Yeah.
This is the level.
I mean, instead of saying it's stupid, go and prove it. Has anybody attempted to prove it yet?
It's just words.
Exactly, because all they do is, scale, it's too big, we can't do it. So then how the hell do you have that belief then? Why do you believe it then if you can't prove it? That should be the actual question. Why do you believe water can stick to an outside of a ball if you cannot prove it, you cannot demonstrate it? That means it's a belief. We, on the other hand, do actual demonstrations showing against it, actual reality, physics.
Level of stupidity we're talking about.
Yeah.
That people think that you can represent a planet with a fucking golf ball and a cup of water. And they're like, this proves it.
Yeah, we're making fun of you. Exactly. We're just making fun of you, dude. That's what we're doing. It's not hard to understand.
There are experiments that people can do that can prove that the Earth is a globe.
Guys. Do you have any ideas what those experiments are going to be? Do you think he's actually going to name them? I don't think so. I think he might name one, but I really have to. I'm going to shout out Cavendish. People love putting Cavendish, or maybe the Foucault's pendulum. Let's see. Tom from America, you just debunked yourself. That's exactly. How did I do that, Tom? How did I debunk myself? Be very specific, by the way.
Listen, I've just told him, I've just shown him to be an absolute pudding live on YouTube, and he's crying about being blocked and so because he can't comment on the channel. It's like, why would I want to suffer his absolute stupidness? day in, day out.
How is Tom from America a moderator? I just removed him as a moderator.
You must have done that, man.
Must have done it by accident. Okay, Tom
He's
from...
an absolute dumpling. And he constantly comments and makes himself look like a dumpling, and that's cheap to stand there and call other people.
Yeah. But I want to say, he's saying, proof, have it, should it be, what he's saying, where is it? Hey, have you had any interest in evidence, in my evidence? What evidence, Tom? You haven't provided any evidence. James Craig, an object with more mass has higher gravity, so the object with higher mass pulls the water to the object with less mass, to its center, and the object with the highest mass is our planet. James, that's a belief. That's not a given. It's not you actually demonstrating it or actually proving anything. You're just spewing religious scripture. Mass attracts mass. By the way, you require acceleration for this, and acceleration requires a force, and gravity is not seen as a force, so it is impossible to have mass attracting mass. Hey Charlie Gold, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Thank you for coming. I made him a moderator a few minutes ago. It must have been someone else that I tried to make.
By accident.
Yeah, because I tried to make someone else a moderator probably. But let's go on.
Because they're always saying, oh, use your eyes, do your own experiments. It's like, you can. There's a few things you can do to prove the Earth is a globe.
No, Ellen, Tom from America has been a troll on this channel for quite a long time, by the way. I know he's no flat earther.
I think it sounds awfully like Sean, because there's not many people that dumb.
Yep, exactly. It's good to see you, Charlie Girl. If you guys haven't known already, Charlie Girl has a great BitChute channel. Do go if you want to go and look her up on BitChute. Really has some awesome content on there. Your only evidence for water cannot stick to a globe Earth is pouring water over a golf ball, but otherwise you haven't proven anything great. Self-debunk. No. We are doing that to make fun of your claim. It's disproven by its own validity that you cannot demonstrate it. Get it? I don't have to do anything, Tom. You made the claim water sticks to a ball, conforms to the other ball, so it's your burden of proof to actually prove it. You cannot do so, therefore I don't need to do anything, and I'm not debunking anything. I'm making fun of you if I pour water on the ball and show how it's dripping off. It's called making fun of you.
The easiest one, and when it comes to using your eyes, is to just look at the fucking horizon. Like, when a boat sails to the edge of the horizon, it will go over and you can watch it disappear. You know what you can't do that on? A flat plane.
Oh man, did this guy just come into the flat earth or what? Probably. I don't think he's ever heard of limited angle or compression or maybe even the black swan, or even looked at any demonstrations on flat surfaces where we show bottom-up obstruction, literally on flat surfaces. So the thing you should ask someone like this is, okay, if I had to come with you with a scenario, and I give you scenario A, it's Earth curve that only does this, but I give you scenario B, that if I can demonstrate and show you that I can get the same effect on a flat surface, does that disprove that your claim can only happen on a globe? Or does it show that it happens on a flat surface too? A or B, guys? Choose A or B. A, it can only happen on a globe, or B, if it's shown to do on a flat surface, therefore it's not only a globe, and if you choose to say it's only a globe, you're being dishonest. So A or B? A for globe, B for no, it does not prove a globe. Because this argument is actually getting really old from these guys. They literally fight for physical Earth curve while ignoring it's just optical. A horizon is only an apparent position. It's not actually physical. Exactly, B, Terry, it's B. They ignore every single thing and then they still come and fight for refraction and say it's physical. There's the guys. There's our link for BitChute for Charlie Gold. I'm going to pin it. If anybody wants to click on it, it's a really awesome channel. Really advise anybody who wants to go and watch it. Hey, we got one guy that says A. So Mad Papa is being dishonest with himself. Because if you can go and do a demonstration to show it's not only on a globe, you showing it's not only a globe. Oh man. Okay, is it showing? Okay. Let's carry on.
Yeah. And it's so obvious. Like, and they're always like, oh, if you use a powerful enough zoom lens, you can zoom in and see it. No.
Hey Chuck Middleton, good to see you. Drive safe, mister. It's glad you are listening in. Yes, you can zoom
when
in.
When are you going to come on, Chuck?
He's driving. The thing is, he's
driving, right?
yeah, he's mostly driving when we're on. We'll have to make another time for if he wants to come on. Chuck, you must actually get hold of me so we can work at an actual time when you're not driving. I don't mind having a later stream if it's possible, or earlier. Just let me know, because it'll be great to have you on. So yeah, exactly. So Mad Page thinks it can only happen on a sphere. Cute, exactly. While we can show demonstration after demonstration that's not true. My page is littered with them. You can go look on people like Skyfree. How about Mitchell from Australia? Nathan Oakley, Michael Kahn, Gary Wybenga, the list can go on. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of flat earthers that show demonstration of bottom of destruction on a flat surface. Yet, they're going to come and tell us it only happens on a globe.
That's severe cock this, isn't it?
It's insane. It's called pure dishonesty. Literally ignoring the evidence presented. It's like taking an orange to them, showing it's an orange, and they would fight and say it's an apple. That's how bad it is. Okay.
You see,
Yeah?
they've argued it for that long now. It's destroyed the mentality, and for them to even consider that they could be wrong, they can't handle it.
Exactly. They can't handle it all. Okay, James Craig. Okay. Up the formula of pressure. The pressure that you love so much, it needs something you don't want to believe in is real. You want to say it's fake, then prove it. Give a number. Pressure doesn't require gravity, James. It requires volume, containment. It's the particles hitting on a physical surface wall of a container. Where are you coming? It requires something we don't want. There's no such thing as gravity when it comes to gas pressure. Oh man.
Oh, you can't, because otherwise there would be so much proof that you could see things beyond the horizon, like being able to see, like, I don't know, America from England.
What about the diffraction limit, moron? What about angular size change? What about angles get smaller with distance? You know, you can see that with orthographic view even. What about parallax even? You know, it's really odd that these guys are very selective of what they want to choose and what they. Or how about you can't see forever? You can't see through fog forever. You can't see through dust forever. You can't see through water vapor forever. It's as simple as that. Try just climbing in a long pool and seeing if it's murky, if you can see as far as when it's clear. Or how about climbing in a lagoon? Has he ever gone snorkeling maybe? Or scuba diving? How far can you see in the water?
You can't. Can you see from one end of the swimming pool to the other when you're underwater?
Exactly, you understand? That's the point. That's how these guys literally ignore the physics behind how your eyes work. Everything that is optical has limits. Heck, even the inverse square of law of light. Light even has a limit.
It's a dishonest comment, because I would have never said out like that when I was a baller. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's dishonesty.
It is, and that's what I say. It's like he's bringing the 2015 arguments back in. Someone that's literally just come into flat Earth. That's what I'm saying. This guy, this video is more to me like he is just got into this, and he's trying to lie to himself to stay in his disbelief. That's how it looks to me. You know what? He's like
Right.
desperate to keep it.
Call me a conspiracy type, but it looks to me like loads of mates are getting together and just making channels, you know, to flood it with anti-flat Earth stuff. That's
Yeah, well,
what
they
it
do
seems.
it because you know how
But
much
why have they all
views
got,
they get.
Why have they all got same accent as cats?
But why do they all get so much views for it? You understand? I don't know if you guys saw. I actually laughed about it. Bob, the not science guy, was moaning to
Oh, yeah,
YouTube.
I wanted you to bring this up.
He was moaning to YouTube. I think I posted it in here that they incorrectly labeled his video as a flat Earth video, so they didn't push it. I did put it in here. How far back? I'm just looking for it, guys.
And he's just proved in his own big-headedness there that YouTube does suppress flat Earth.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He literally, and he's one of the guys that said they don't. Said it's nonsense. They don't censor flat Earth. But his own thing he put up shows he does. Right. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm looking for it. I can't seem to find it. Can you find it?
Yeah, it's not far up. You must
It's
have
not
gone
far
past
up.
it.
Yeah, but why can't I see it? Looking for it. Sorry guys, looking for it.
I've seen it. I've got it.
Have you got
I've seen
it?
Yeah.
Can you repost it quickly for me? I can't
How
see
do
it
you do
again.
that?
Maybe save it and post it again. But while doing that, I'm just going to show this picture. Wow, look how flat that horizon is that they say is curving. Oh, beautiful. He did look comfy though inside there. Let's see. When a full moon rises, okay, isn't part of the moon below the horizon? Is the missing bit of the moon due to the fact that it's too far to see? It's due to what we call the limited angle. It's due to the diffraction limit. It's due to the surface that is closer to you having a larger angle than the moon away. It's coming out of the convergence zone. There we go. Understand? And it doesn't matter if it's full moon or if it's whatever. It doesn't have to be full moon. Okay,
It's
guys,
really fun.
yeah. Bob, the not science guy, by the way. This is interesting. I put out what I felt was a well done video on the mechanism of atmospheric pressure without a container, which is impossible. YouTube apparently decided it was flat earth material and stopped recommending it. You can only clearly see when they did it about 5 hours. So, Bob, are you buttered that they're not pushing your video because they saw it as flat earth? So, why is it that yeah?
Do you not think that he might have actually proved flat Earth in it, and that's why they tied it as flat Earth?
Exactly. Don't you think it's odd that they would moan and say, "Oh, but you guys have such small channels, you know, because you're useless. They don't censor you guys." But what is happening here? Literally showing they do censor. You getting buttered because your so-called thinking your video was good was seen as a flat earth video. Welcome to the club, Bob. While it is appropriate to reduce misinformation on YouTube, it seems they are painting the subject with a rather broad strokes, treating corrective information the same as the original disinformation. That's a false statement. Hence why you get Dave acting like a professor right at the top of every kind of search, even though you don't bring him up at all, and he's shown to be wrong. Do better, YouTube. Oof. Maybe you shouldn't tell that to YouTube if you want them to help you. Perhaps adding a question to self-certification section for the upload under monetization. Ask if the promotes flat earth anti-vax, moon landing denial, etc. would help prevent this. So yeah, guys, he's butthurt that he finally gets one of his videos not promoted because they're seen as a flat earth. Now he can go and see channels like mine that has over almost 400 videos that none of them really get promoted. Why? Because we don't have the same belief as your bigot religion. Nice. So yeah, imagine how it feels with every video you make. Put your heart and soul to it and it just doesn't get promoted. Okay, Tom America, how is it that when you can see the stars at the horizon, right next to the horizon, even though the stars are much, much further away? Just because they're further away won't mean it's not at the horizon, Tom. It just means they've reached the horizon, the convergence zone.
Back to ye old perspective.
Yeah, and exactly, Chuck. The stars are local like the sun and moon. If you guys watch Terry Rich's one of his videos, like I was playing last night, he takes his P900, he takes it to a tower, and he tries to zoom in. I think it said it's like a mile away or something, and he tries to zoom into a bolt, and he can't really resolve the bolt, which is about a mile away, because of resolution, diffraction of it. Then he goes and looks up at the moon, which is said to be over 250,000 miles away. He can see every crater, everything perfectly on there. What does that tell you about the moon? Is it literally that far away, or is it closer? I'll leave that for you to ponder.
That's what encouraged me to get a telescope years ago. I was seeing all these pictures of close-ups at moon, and I was thinking, there's no way you can see moon that clear. So I had to buy a telescope so I could have a look on the centre to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can see it that clear.
Exactly.
Like, if you could zoom in, because we have telescopes that you can fucking look at, like, Saturn and get, like, detail and stuff. That means that if you could look over...
So, Saturn is not then that far away then? Great.
I've looked at Saturn many times and there's not much detail at all. It just looks like this
With a ring around it, yeah.
deep. Like you can't. It's 2D. Like you can't tell whether you're looking at it from underneath view or above view.
That's why I love bringing. That's why I love bringing that other demonstration up where they have a flat circle, a concave, a convex, and a sphere, and they tell you to point out the sphere, and they can't because it all looks the same. But yeah.
You can't look at them celestial objects and be honest and claim that they look spherical because they don't.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. They sit on an indoctrinated belief that they are spherical, floating in space, far, far away. Now they're taking that as the foundation for their argument by ignoring, hang on, what if it's not what I believe? You understand? So his premise now is, it's a sphere far away, we can see it, therefore your argument that we can see something closer go over horizon is bullshit. Where he's just ignoring the fact that maybe his argument is bullshit and the Saturn is not as far as he believes it to be and it's not a sphere. You understand?
For the Atlantic, you would be able to see America. But you can't.
No, we already explained why you can't see America over the Atlantic. We already explained that. The reason, this also debunks his own argument. If you can't see America over the Atlantic from where you are, shows that you cannot see Jupiter hundreds of millions of miles away with your same camera or telescope. It means it's not that far away. Does he understand that? Moron.
You want to know why? Because it's not flat.
No, you know why? Because it's not far, as you say it is. Hey INFE, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Yeah, those men that dreamt of the ball earth belief were not very learned and knew little about the earth. That is why it has to be changed all the time, trying to force it. That's it, exactly. Because they got a belief in it and their religion, kind of, why do I call it the bigot religion? That's exactly why they are the way they are towards flat earthers. It's very sad.
This idea that there's this big conspiracy.
Anything we see with our naked eyes or through telescopes is local enough. Nothing can be seen light years away. It's absurd. Exactly. If they're claiming it light years away, they have to prove that it's light years away. Oh wait, they can't because they can't go there. It's sad.
So I haven't even talked about the flat Earth and the reason why they think it exists yet. The big idea that there's this conspiracy that the government or the NASA are trying to hide the shape of the Earth from us is...
That's a straw man. NASA is not trying to hide the shape of the Earth from us. NASA employees and stuff work there believing it to be true. It's compartmentalized. You get the liars in NASA that hide the secret, but doesn't make NASA the liars. NASA is just a corporation. It's like going to a building, let's say a law firm, and the one lawyer cheated someone out of money. Does that make the whole law firm now a thief? Or no, it just makes that one person a thief. It's just like NASA. The employees believe it to be true. You get the people in there that are deceivers, therefore they're deceiving you. It's as simple as that. That's why I say these guys don't actually know anything other than straw man arguments, false equivalences, ad hominem attacks, just bigotry, and showing that they're actually ignorant and don't know anything about flat Earth that they're trying to fight against. If we watch at planets with telescopes, it's horizontal line to the planet. If we look at the same telescope to America, we can't see it. But why the Earth should be flat? So, James Craig, go even look at my last night's stream where I literally explain apparent horizon. Remember, Polaris drops apparent altitude. You have a limit to your vision. If it's literally the ground a larger angle, as it's so far away, it's going to obstruct it, occult it, as you would say. Not physically, by the way.
Completely stupid, because there's no incentive, really. Like, they always talk about how... So, they think that there's a flat Earth, and that around the edge of the entire, like, disc is...
What disc? What disc? Have you ever said the Earth is a disc?
No.
So again, who says the disc? Oh wait, the Flat Earth Society, the control opposition.
Antarctica. And there's an ice wall, and on the other side of the ice wall, there are loads of other continents.
Again, generalizing to other people what's there and not there.
You blame people like David Weiss that going around telling everybody that that's what flat earthers believe.
Yeah. Exactly. He's a muppet, exactly, Terry. He's a muppet.
That exist that have like either other civilizations or I guess resources, and they think that the reason why we're lied to and it's all this big conspiracy is because there's shit on those continents that's useful.
Flat is not a shape, James. Just letting you know. We live on a stationary horizontal plane. Flat is not a shape. Why does it have to be a shape anyway?
The best thing about it is, right, that it's saying that about ice wall and land beyond it and that. That comes from Admiral Byrd, who weren't a flat earther, who worked for Army, and that's what he claimed.
Yep.
I class him as being a globe earther.
He was a globe earther, yeah.
So that's their claim.
But yeah, we have to defend a made-up argument. Red herrings and strawmans is all they have.
And they want to keep it from us. And then there's also the other one, which is that they want, like, NASA wants funding. So NASA is
They do actually want funding. If you think about it, will NASA be getting funding if the Earth was flat? No, because if everybody knew that it was flat, they wouldn't give them money to go to space. So yeah, funding is quite a good reason. But it's not about the funding, though. The main argument is about the world we live in. It's about control. You know, the powers that be, we do not fight against flesh and blood, but the principalities and powers. It's for your mind. You indoctrinated from birth to believe the globe. You don't have a purpose. You are just here by chance. You came from a ape, a primordial soup.
An ape.
You understand? That's what they don't get. It's literally a fight for your mind. It's not about the money or anything. It's about the fight for your mind. This world belongs to Satan. Literally, God, when he let Satan fall, the earth became Satan's. He's the ruler of this world.
And you've got to be walking around with blinkers on to not notice that everybody's worshipping Satan. Look at all singers and rappers and that. They're all paying allegiance to Satan.
Exactly. And they usually...
They're all paying allegiance to Satan. You don't get anywhere in this world without being in that club.
Exactly. Oh, that's also true, Globus Under. They eradicate all space agencies, feed the children, shelter the homeless. I 100% agree. Why does billions of dollars have to go to them? For what? You'd easily eradicate having poor if you had to.
What for a fake picture of a model with chuffing GoPro? That's where all that money's going to.
Exactly. I mean, what, they use $17 billion or something on zip ties for Mars?
In their rhetoric, right, they have been to Moon for all these years, and there's all this time they've had to prepare for it, and they go to Moon, and all they can do is tie GoPros to...
Yeah, but I mean, they use like $17 million to make cable ties for Mars or something. I mean, literally, if you're too stupid to see how dumb that is, I don't know. Cable ties, which I can tell you is still just ordinary cable ties they put there.
It's a life got weak-minded, I'm afraid.
And they say zombies don't exist.
About 9 billion on them.
Yeah, exactly. We live in a zombie nation, guys. Look here, exactly our point. Look, James Craig, there is no God or Satan. You use religion to debunk us and say that we have what you believe is bullshit. James, your whole statement just validated what I said. He just doesn't understand that. You were born up to believe you have no purpose. You were born to believe there's no God. That is Satan worship, by the way, because you're separating yourself from God. So when you die one day, the only one you can blame for is yourself, because you chose to be separated from God. You understand that? It takes a lot more faith to not believe in God than it does to believe in God. I do feel sorry for him, Alan. Exactly. We feel really sorry for these guys. I mean, I like bringing this up. There are two guys. Let's say John and Richard. John is a God-fearing guy. Richard is an atheist. They're both going to die one day. Who has more to gain and who has more to lose? John, that dies, and let's say finds out there was no God, there will be nothing. Okay? Or if he dies, there's God. Now we have Richard on the other hand, that gambles much more. That says, okay, I'm dying, there's no God. And he dies to find out there is a God. Who do you think has more to lose? The guy that knows God, has a relationship with him, and dies to find out there's no God? Or the guy that denies there's God and dies and finds out there is a God? Which one has more to lose? It takes much more faith to believe there's no God than there is a God. And believe me, there's definitely a God. Definitely there's... I don't know how else we can explain it to you, but you choose to be blind to it. Okay.
Pretending that it's a globe in order to get funding so they can go out in space. Let's not forget that NASA is really underfunded. Like, at least compared to things like the US military, NASA
they're not really underfunded. They make a lot of money, enough money to be able to feed the poor. 10 times over, by the way. You know, the same governments that say, oh, let's feed the poor, let's make sure there's no poverty or anything, but the same people are funding a second law of thermodynamics violation belief system. I mean, look how the so-called James Webb Telescope, how long it took, how much money was funded for it. Went way over budget, way over time. And what is it giving to us? More CGI nonsense.
So that's fucking no money compared to what they used to have anyway during like this.
Yeah, there's a reason why they don't have money like they used to have when they had the space race. You know why? Because then they actually figured out space wasn't real. So they didn't really want to push so much money into it. They would rather push it into military. Why? Because what's the actual argument here? Oh yeah, to have control over the people. So NASA is actually just there doing their part to keep the narrative alive. To keep your mind imagining to go to other planets and so forth. You know? Let's protect the globe. Let's protect nature so much. You know, like Greta Thunberg or whatever her name is, the tree hugger she is. Yeah, you think that's not evil? Good for you.
Space race. And
oh, James Craig, A and B both would lose or gain the same. No, they would not. That is just bullcock. If God is not real, A would lose their belief. B would lose nothing. If God is, if there is a God, it would be the other way around. No. You won't lose belief. You lose your soul. You lose your identity. You lose everything. You understand? If you die, you don't just not exist anymore. Understand? You have a soul. So, if you die and you don't exist anymore, you haven't lost anything. But if you die and your soul lives on, and you find out there's no God, which you said there wasn't, you find out there's a God, which you said there wasn't, you literally just threw everything away. You threw eternity away because you are too stubborn to look at reality. I hope I'm making that clear.
Yeah.
but I mean, those two things conflict anyway, because if the Earth was flat,
Benson Ringbox, God created the globe. Stop denying his work. Is that so? Tell me again, when was the sun created on your globe? And when was the sun created according to the Bible? Would that be the fourth day? Oh yeah, and what did God stop again for Joshua? Did he stop the earth spinning or did he stop the sun?
and there were continents beyond the ice wall, then NASA could just get fun.
And also, by the way, face is not a globe. You don't get faces on a sphere. So already, in the beginning, already debunks the globe.
I've got a little short video coming up with something that I've read in the book of Joshua that's quite interesting.
Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it. Day 4.
I'm not going to doubt about it, like I said, wait for the video.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we'll definitely look at it. We're looking forward to it. Yeah, face reality. Day 4. So according to heliocentric model, we are orbiting the sun and the sun came before the earth. The Bible says the earth came before the sun. Uh-oh. Big problem there. Big problem.
To go to those fucking places. They don't need to make up a space. And obviously, like, with this...
No, God didn't make a globe. He literally says it's immovable and it is impressed as a as a ring with upturned edges. He doesn't say he created a sphere.
They're just soccer counts coming into
It's the same soccer count probably with
I'm not having it like, well, ever I believe in God, I ain't sitting there like people just...
Yeah, no, more than happy. Like I said, guys, Mods, this year we have a no troll policy. So if they are trolling enough and you feel it's time to get rid of them.
It's like this flat side, right? You're a Christian.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian. A lot of people coming into chat are, we all believe in God. I'm not going to flat earth channels telling them to believe in Jesus, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Telling them earth's flat. I don't. I make videos on my own channel. People watch them all they don't. I'm not making anybody watch them. But I'm not going to be coming to your chat that I enjoy coming to and suffer hearing people attacking God all the time.
Exactly.
Looking God.
Exactly. Oh, Drom said the Bible isn't a science book. No one claimed it is a science book. Although the Bible does conform to natural science laws, you know, like containment. Think about that for a while. Grace by faith, blood anointment saves if you admit. Romans 10:9-13. Exactly.
Conspiracy. There's all this stuff like they say that the International Space Station isn't real, despite the fact that you can fucking see it. This is the thing.
We're saying where it is the problem. Not that it's not real. The flying tin can, 17,500 miles away, 400 k's above the Earth in space, is not real. That's the problem. Because even your astronauts, even one guy slipped his mouth and said here in Houston, while he was on the so-called ISS. We show how much evidence of them on wires all the time, showing them having parabolic flights all the time, gelling their hair, getting caught with green screens, and augmented reality. Tell us again how it's real. Why would they need to do any of that if it was real? But then again, you cannot provide us gas pressure without containment. So that alone already debunks your so-called claim of the ISS being where it's said to be.
The reason why this video might be one of many, because at the moment I don't have my internet. Like I'm running without internet, so I was going to do a little bit of extra research to sort of find things to talk about properly. But
so this shows what I said at the beginning. He's probably new to flat Earth. Why would you need the internet to do research on something you're trying to debunk now? You would already know about it. You would have the knowledge about it to debunk it. So he's just making shit up, in other words. Way to go.
But annoyingly, I can't do that. So right now it's just me ranting off the top of my head, and I'm hoping I'm not getting anything wrong. And if I am, you can correct me.
Oh yeah, you got a lot wrong. You can actually watch the stream if you want to. How's that sound?
In the comments, as long as you're not trying to correct, the actual facts like the Earth is a globe.
No, the Earth's not a globe. Just because you say it is and you have a belief doesn't make it a globe. That's just called belief. Yeah. I don't know, is he going to actually present any evidence for his globe belief? I don't know.
Then if there's anything like you want to add a bit more information or something, then just put that in the comments. And
Insert Gold says, you said God isn't real, a liar. Yep, he did say God isn't real. You know the funny thing that I find with atheists? They like saying God is a liar, but in the same sentence saying God doesn't exist. How can you call God a liar if he doesn't exist? It's very, very sad. Or you get the guys, atheists, say, no, we don't believe in anything. That is a belief. To be an atheist is to believe that there is no God. It's a belief system. It takes faith to not believe there is a God. Actually, more faith than to believe there is a God.
I will do another video in future, because flat Earth is something I could rant about for a long time and intend to. I'm not a scientist. All I know is the things that I've looked up or studied or read from other reputable sources. And that's the thing, reputable sources.
And what is a reputable source to this guy? What do you think? Probably going to be anybody that just agrees with his delusions. I'm in progress of making Face Reality Presents the Real Biblical Earth vid. 1 hour 20 minutes approximately. Once it comes out, it's game over. unequivocally irrefutable to the point of no. Awesome faciality. I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait for it to be done. Guys, if you haven't, do go to Faciality's channel and subscribe. He has really awesome editing videos. I really love his editing style. Looking forward to it, mate. Definitely.
Like scientists who've studied things and tested things, because that's what science is. Science is, you have an idea, you have a hypothesis,
Science is a very idea, you have a hypothesis. Okay, half and half, but you first have to observe it before you can have an idea of what could be the cause. But let's see what it says.
theory. So you test it, and if it works, then you say, well, this is fact.
Ha! Don't let the other anti-flat earthers hear that this is fact. So you proving the cause for the effect. Huh. So if he's proving it's fact, he's proving the cause for effect. That means it can't change. If it's changed, then it hasn't been science, it was pseudoscience. What is happening with gravity all the time?
But at some point down the line, somebody might find something that alters it slightly, so you test that, and if that works, that becomes the fact. That's what science is.
No, he's half and half there, but no, that's not actual science. But he's getting there. The only problem is that's called pseudoscience, because when you're changing it, then it's not a fact. Science is empirical. It doesn't care about your beliefs. So if I have an hypothesis that proves the cause for the effect, it stays a proof for the effect, because you're going to repeat it and it's going to give the same result. So if someone goes and creates another hypothesis, they're not going to disprove that one. They're creating a new hypothesis to prove or disprove. Does not change the fact that that hypothesis already done has been proven or disproven. It can't now be proven and just now not be proven. That's why it's called empirical. Empiricism.
It is about testing things and letting them, advance and become better. And so many things in the modern day are people ignoring science, saying that it's lies, and basically going 100 or 200, 300 years backwards in time. Like,
what is he talking about? Who's ignoring science? Nobody's ignoring science. Why do you think everything is getting better? Everything's become better because of science. People throw away pseudoscience for a reason, because it's a belief. But don't think something hasn't advanced out of pseudoscience either. It just doesn't make it real. How much things has advanced out of your belief in gravity? Does that make gravity real? No, it just means you take the effect that you think is gravity and work on something off of that and think it's real. That doesn't make it real. That just means you affirming the consequent. You begging the question and then affirming the consequent, which is not science.
one of my rants eventually is going to be about all natural medicine and how everyone's like, oh, natural medicine is so much better for you.
Actually, natural medicine is better for you. Modern medicine is synthetic, and it has a lot of the times it has how can I say it, effects against you. But yeah, I'm not a medical physician, so I'm not giving any medical information like this guy just did, just so you guys know. So YouTube, please don't flag me. I'm not giving medical information at all. I am not a doctor, nothing of that. I'm just telling you this guy is incorrect. Okay.
Medicine is not the same. It's like, no, modern medicine is natural remedies that worked so well.
But that makes you think, would this guy actually get flagged for medical misinformation or not? Because I've seen so much flat earthers get flagged for just saying the word needle. I mean, really. The flat earth conjecture is just a belief. You can't prove it without relying on magic and personal beliefs. That's false,
No.
Tom. We can literally demonstrate it to you.
Pure projection.
Yeah, we're literally demonstrating to you.
You can go out and test for yourself and find out whether the Earth's flat.
Mhm.
To believe in a spinning ball in space, that is the magic trick.
Yeah. So Tom, when are you going to provide us with evidence for your globe? How's that sound? Because you guys are the ones pushing your globe here on a Flat Earth channel. You know, you coming to this channel and trying to preach your religion. So obviously you would have evidence for it. Okay.
Well, that we started to like produce them properly to use. Like, anyway, different rant, different day. I have no idea where I am in this rant at the moment because I've just been talking. Like
I see.
Kayfabe, I have a list here of things I wanted to talk about, and I've just barely talked about any of them. Like the flat Earth model and what they say it is. Like, so obviously there's a disc, big disc with ice wall around it, and in the center is the North.
Who says it's a disc and an ice wall around it?
Have we seen any evidence or like any documentation, any picture? We haven't seen, no, have we? Just words coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, but you remember his excuse is he doesn't have internet. So he can't show it. But I mean, he literally edited this video and put it up. So
well,
you're telling me,
funny, right?
so you're telling me he couldn't just, when he edited it to put it up, he couldn't have just added things in?
I'm not being funny. If you ain't got internet in this day and age, I mean, there's Jungle Village has got internet.
Yeah, but not just that, but like I'm saying, he literally uploaded it. So he had to get internet at some stage to upload it. And he edited the video. So I've worked a lot of doing my videos without any internet. And when it came to the time, okay, I've got my internet now, I added what I wanted to add before I released the video. You're telling me he couldn't do that?
They sound like a bloody bullshitter.
Yeah. Your map shows this. My map. What is my map, James Craig? What is my map? Guys, I've got a flatoid map somewhere. Let's quickly look if we can find flatoid map. This should be good. I want to see if I've got a map.
Your map shows it as a dish. What a clown.
I don't see any flatoid map anyway. Wow. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, let's see more. Maybe it's gonna pop up somewhere. Flatoid map. Flatoid map. No, we're seeing a lot of Dan Rook. You know, the guy that can't do anything. He can't even debate me. He can't even give an actual argument when he does a video trying to debunk me. He just says, see, or stupid, or science. And that's somehow debunking. But he hasn't given an actual argument. Okay. Oh, there's the egg. Hey, Anthony. You see, when he did the actual hypothesis and experiment, that's science. He did a hypothesis, and then he did experiment to validate his hypothesis. That's called science. Now, did we see that for gravity ever? Nope, sorry. Okay, guys, I don't see a flatoid map anywhere. Maybe I misunderstood. Not flatoid map, flat Earth map. What's the flat Earth map? Well, all maps are flat, James Craig. All maps are flat. Yeah, look, this guy's singing flatoid map. Woo! Okay. I think the power's about to come on now. Hey, he brought another one. Adiabatic compression and expansion of gas, guys. Using containment again. Ooh. I love this guy. Georgia brings awesome videos out, always debunking the globe. Well, and we're not realizing it. So yeah, if you want me, you guys want me to do some more videos on this guy, let me know. Michelle Frost, also awesome videos. Okay, let's get back. I don't know, the power's probably going to come on now. Do you guys want me to end the stream and start again? Because then I can put the generator off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote. Okay, so you say shop. Okay, put 1 for stopping the stream for 10 minutes and starting a new one, or press 2 for we just ended now and we'll see tomorrow. Let me know.
I'm easy. What do you want to do?
I want to do it. I'm enjoying this. So one, if you want me to stop the stream now and go on with electricity, because I think electricity's on now, or two, just end it now here and then we can carry on tomorrow. Let me know, because I'm enjoying these long streams. Wow. While you guys are deciding, I just want to again say thank you all for coming. It's really awesome. One, okay, we got another one. Geometry, 1 or 2. Okay, I'll take it as a 1 then. Okay guys, I'm going to end the stream quickly and then I'm going to get the power back on and then see you guys again. So hang tight for 5 minutes, okay? See you guys.
I can jump into element.
Yeah. I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just going to close it. Maybe it stays going on.
I don't know if it'll do it.
It did it before when the power just went off. Is I think. Put it on. Sorry about that. At least. I'm not going to end the stream. Oh, I'm just going to close. At least that's sorted. So I'm here. Oh, is everybody leaving? Thanks to everybody that was here. I'm happy you guys made it. Thank you all for coming. Let's get going. So, Charlie, go on the map. Your sun is going from west to east in 12 hours, and then a second after the 12 hours, it's on the west side again. Don't really understand what he's saying. Let's join here again. But I am back online, guys. Thank you very muchly. Hey Michael, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
You're back?
Yeah.
Just give me 2 minutes, I'm just making a coffee.
No stress, mate. No stress. So I'm thinking maybe, because I don't think we really...
Is stream still running?
Yeah, it's still running.
Cool. Right, I've been 2 minutes.
Awesome, so it did work. I was thinking maybe we can look at Keegan's new video. We don't have to go on with the other one. What's his name? Michael Keegan or McKeegan? McKeegan, I think it's McKeegan. There we go. Right, I haven't watched this video either yet, so I'm gonna download it quickly. Download. Don't need to listen to that. We'll quickly just download it. Then we can watch McKeegan's new video. Because he believes he's a flat earth debunker, and every time he brings out a video he just debunks his own globe. So be interesting to see what his new video shows. The Bohr belief duration of the sun's seconds is not accurate. The sun's seconds are adjusted by the observation is changed to make the solar noon line up. Exactly, that's why they have with daylight savings and all that. Exactly, INFE. It's all just got to be adjusted to suit your globe.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. I think you can see this. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. It was awesome. I'm so happy the generator worked. So we could carry on streaming. Tomorrow night's probably going to be the same situation, so hopefully it works on. Let's go.
Everyone, hope you do.
Only thing is, petrol's probably going to work out expensive.
Well, and thank you for joining me for another video. There've been a lot of flat earthers recently in my comments trying to argue that the globe couldn't possibly be real.
Hey, Mr. Cheswick showed up. And yeah, the globe possibly can't be real because your own videos show it can't be real.
Because the idea of it spinning at 1,000 miles an hour whilst orbiting the sun at 67,000 miles an hour in a solar system that's...
It looks like an orange, eh? Check there.
...travelling 490,000 miles an hour through space is ridiculous. that we'd all be flung off into space when in reality we don't feel any movement?
If you have different vectors, you know, the movements are in different vectors, you would feel those movements even if they are staying the same, because you're being pulled from one side to another side to another side at different unimaginable speeds. So yes, you would definitely notice it.
In Earth on an elliptical path around sun.
Yep, it's not even just
So then you
normal.
would feel a change in, because for it to be elliptical,
It would
must slow
change
down.
accelerational states. It does, because if it gets closer, it's falling quicker around it.
So then you would feel a change in speed.
But even that, I mean, it's like saying to a blind person, sorry, you don't know if we're moving or not. I know blind people that literally tell you you're moving.
Well, in England, flat as there's roundabouts everywhere, and when you're going round a roundabout, you will know that you're going round a roundabout.
Yeah, exactly. But you see, their argument is you have constant acceleration, so you do not feel the difference. You do feel it, even if you have constant acceleration. The argument is flying in a plane, you don't feel all the. Then there's something wrong with them. I have never been in a plane where I've never felt I'm moving, or in a train I've never felt I'm moving. You know you're moving. I don't know if they just dumbed their senses down or something, but I don't know.
Because that's what you're taught to believe, isn't it? You're taught to believe that you can't feel it.
Exactly.
So you taught that at a young age. I can remember them saying that at school, when you question, because when you're at school when you're little, you question these things.
Exactly.
And I can remember, maybe not me or maybe somebody else, I can't really remember, but I do know that we were taught at school you don't feel it moving.
Exactly, which is bullshit. I mean, like I said, blind people feel movement. They know everybody. I mean, your ears give away the receptive moments in your ears. They vibrate. You know you are moving. We're sitting here now. Where I'm sitting, I'm supposed to be moving 1,000 miles an hour. I think I would know if I'm moving 1,000 miles an hour. It's really absurd to think that they can defend a non-moving, that they can defend a moving Earth when you don't have any evidence that it's moving. It's sad.
The key thing to understand with this is that we don't feel speed. We feel changes in force.
You see what I'm saying? And you just debunked that own argument when you said with elliptical orbit. And like I said, you having different vectors with different speeds. That means it's changes in speeds. You would know it. It's like like you're getting ripped apart in different directions. It's insane.
Like acceleration and deceleration. If you've ever been on a plane, you will know that during takeoff, you get thrown back.
Yes, you get thrown back. Yeah, definitely.
In your chair as the plane starts accelerating. At the point that the plane lifts off the ground, you're usually traveling around 150 to 170 miles an hour. When it leaves the ground, you feel the chair pushing up into you as you're being lifted up.
Wow, really?
All of
That's
that.
amazing. I don't think anybody's realized that, yeah. Yeah, you know, like taking a car and speeding up as fast as possible, you get the acceleration, what they call the G-forces pushing on you. Doesn't mean gravity, guys. It just means the force is pushing on you.
Are forces that we can feel. But once the plane is up and cruising, you're at 35,000 feet. You're traveling almost 600 miles an hour, which is more than 3 times faster than you were going during takeoff.
Okay.
And if you've got, say, the window blinds down, you've got your headphones on, you're watching a film, there is pretty much nothing telling your body.
You are listening to earphones, vibration in your ears. You're kind of cancelling that out. You're concentrating on something else. But if you had to take those earphones off and you had to sit and actually concentrate on the plane, you would know it's still moving. You understand that? So the same would be on Earth. If we had to concentrate that we can understand it's moving, we could be able to pick it up. But we can't. Very simple stuff.
Whether you are traveling at almost the speed of sound, 7 miles in the air, or if you're lounging on your sofa in your living room. The only times that your body actually senses movement is if the plane's movement starts to change from it.
Which again, I told you is false. You can get blind people that literally tell you they are moving even if you ask. Let's put it this way, you can take a blind person and stick them on a bus trip. And they're going on a long, and you ask them, have we stopped or not? They will be able to tell you if we have stopped or not. Because, yeah, everybody can sense movement. If you're just denying you can't feel movement on a plane, if it's staying accelerated, you are just being dishonest. That's all it is. I know, but I won't feel it. Yes, you would feel it, James. If you're saying you don't feel it, then you are just literally being dishonest and, how can I say, yeah, ignoring the movement. It's as simple as that.
It's smooth cruising, such as turbulence. Those are then forces acting upon you, which is what you feel. Or if you look out of the window, you can see everything's moving, which gives you a frame of reference to know that one of you is moving. Your head has to fill in the blanks of which one of you is moving because it knows you're on.
He just debunked the globe earth movement there. You know that? Listen to this.
In the blanks of which one of you is moving because it knows you're on a plane.
That statement there just debunked their whole globe movement argument. You know why? If you got a reference to know which one is moving, in a plane, you're looking out the window. You're going to know you moving, correct? What happens when you're on Earth and you're looking at the stars? You know the stars are moving. You don't have that same sensation of being on the ground looking at the stars moving as you are in a plane looking at yourself moving across the plane. He just literally debunked the globe there, guys. Literally.
And whilst you're lounging back during this cruising, you can easily pour yourself a drink. The liquid doesn't get flung off to the back of the plane.
Why would it get flung off to the back of the plane? It's in a closed environment. Everything is moving together. That air inside the compartment is moving with you. Everything is moving with you in that compartment. It's in a closed environment.
Despite the fact that you're moving at 600 miles an hour.
You know, you would see that effect if you had to take the roof off of the airplane, or maybe open the windows or something, or take the doors off. Then you would see that. But like I said, you're in a closed compartment, a closed airplane.
If you poured the drink prior to takeoff, then the liquid would have been thrown back during takeoff because of the force of acceleration.
That's the same thing that happens to your body. When you feel the G-forces, the blood is pushing back in your body. That's why you feel it like you do. Because your body is trying to pull the, going through, the chair's holding you back because you're going through, it's accelerating.
But at cruising altitude, everything in the plane is moving.
And that's also true, face reality. 500 miles per hour on a plane, pouring a drink isn't compared to 448,000 miles chasing the sun. Exactly, it's insane. And in doing it in different vectors, by the way, because like we said, we're going around an elliptical orbit, and we're going in that direction, and we're going in that direction. We're going in different vectors at different speeds.
The same speed. You, the glass, the liquid, the air around you, all are traveling together, so there's no external forces at play. This puts you in an inertial reference frame. But if you decided to, say, pop out onto the wing,
no, it doesn't put you in an inertial reference frame. If you are on the moving reference frame, you're in non-inertial. The inertial reference frame would be the movement. Let's go back there. He says this is the inertial reference frame. He's false. This is the non-inertial reference frame because you are inside the plane. The plane would be the inertial reference frame according to the people on the ground. Understand? But to you in the plane, everything, you are in the non-inertial reference frame. If you had to throw a ball up in the air, that would be in the inertial reference frame. Capiche? So you already got that wrong.
Forces at play. This puts you in an inertial reference frame. But if you decided to say pop out onto the wing to pour yourself a drink, let's say hypothetically you've enabled cheats and put God mode on for this, if you tried pouring a drink while standing on the wing, you, the glass and the liquid would all be moving at the same speed, but
you have wind resistance. Like I said, in the plane you are closed. You are debunking your globe here. Your globe is an open system. Capiche? Your globe is an open system. So in other words, what you're fighting for here goes against what you claim on your globe.
the outside air wouldn't. So the force of drag from the air would cause the liquid to fly backwards on its journey between the container and the glass.
So what happened to conservation of momentum, Globers? Where's the conservation of a momentum with this guy's argument now? Ah, wow. So sad.
So we don't feel Earth moving through space because it's a single contained system. Us, the oceans, the air are all moved.
The ball believes they are moving millions of miles per hour in different arc loops and Alps right. Exactly. Spins and arcs at different speeds and different vectors, yet they don't believe you need to feel it. Michael, you've gone around a roundabout before, correct? With your car.
Many times.
And you can go around and around and keep at exactly the same constant acceleration. You would feel that you are being pulled to one side, correct?
Yeah, if I'm going around
let's say you're doing let's say you're doing 40
otherwise
miles.
I feel like I'm leaning into a roundabout.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, your car is just going at the same accelerated speed around a roundabout. You literally know you accelerate, you are moving, you can feel it, and you're staying at a constant acceleration. Now with the globe,
you could be knocked out blindfolded and then putting a car going round a roundabout, and you'd wake up and you know you were going round.
exactly, I still know. That's the whole point. That's why I'm saying these guys are literally ignoring every physics to try and push their globe. It's amazing how these guys have to try and create their own physics to try and keep their globe alive. It's insane.
At the same speed, just like the people that drinks in the air on a plane. On the topic of reference frames, some people have
Which you just got wrong. You just showed you don't understand reference frames, Keegan.
questioned if the Earth is moving at 490,000 miles an hour, why, when Artemis 1 was said to be travelling only 24,000 miles an hour, did it not disappear off into space?
It never went to space. We don't ask that answer. You guys are making that question up. We're literally saying it never went to space in the first instance. So, creating an argument to burn is called a straw man.
Now this comes down to what reference frame is being used for measuring the speed in terms.
Exactly was. The dummy said the Earth is a contained system. Exactly. That's what I said. He literally debunked the globe. He literally is debunking the globe.
In terms of distance over time. The Earth's 490,000 miles an hour is in terms of distance travelled in absolute space.
Okay, so that's a vector. Remember, guys? 490,000 miles an hour in one vector.
Whereas for Artemis, it's being measured as its speed relative to the Earth and how fast it is travelling away from Earth.
Okay.
We can again liken this to being on a plane. The average human walking speed is about 3 miles per hour.
Wow. Okay.
Now, if you're sat on a plane flying 600 miles an hour, you can get up and you could walk to the toilet at the front of the plane.
Yeah.
In relation to the plane, you're walking at 3 miles an hour.
Ah, guys, he's debunked the globe argument of Coriolis once again. How is he doing this, you might ask? Easy. Do planes fly backwards? Because he's literally giving it relative speeds now. So if Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour at the equator, the plane can't fly 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. That means it has to play catch up to the Earth. Is the plane flying backwards? Dave, you just debunked your globe again.
There's no gain happening.
Oh,
There is
this is
though, isn't
funny.
it?
Oh wow. Sorry guys, I should have done this already. For that in reference frame, for the open system, closed system, and for the speed. Oh wait, and the acceleration. Thank you, Dave. You're giving the name really hectic here.
But in relation to the Earth, you are now traveling at 603 miles an hour because you're moving forwards 3 miles an hour faster than the plane is. When you're walking back to your seat, you're still walking at 3 miles an hour relative to the plane, but relative to the Earth, you're now covering its surface 3 miles.
Thank you. So, Dave, again, if the plane is moving 600 miles an hour and the Earth is moving 1,000 miles an hour, does that mean the plane has to play catch up to the Earth? That means the plane is actually flying backwards.
Miles an hour slower than the plane is. So you're actually now traveling at 597.
Yeah, exactly, Faishadi. Hey Dave, question: when the astronauts are outside of the ISS doing spacewalks, how many miles an hour are they allegedly moving, while simultaneously appearing to move slow, fixing crap? Preposterous.
Have you ever watched them on spacewalk?
It's
Whatever
funny.
it is that they're doing, they've got them big silly gloves on. They can hardly hold out. It's
Exactly.
like it's comedy.
It's
Pure
insane. Sorry, I just have to unpin this message. Okay. Let's go on.
7 miles an hour. For Artemis, the 24,000 miles an hour figure is its speed relative to Earth. If you were floating at a fixed point in space as the Earth, the Moon, and Artemis 1 flew past you, you would see the Earth moving at 490,000 miles an hour. If the Moon was ahead of the Earth in its orbit, Artemis would be flying in the same direction that the Earth's traveling, but it would be going 24,000 miles an hour faster.
Yeah. Again, not really making an argument for. He said, why aren't we thrown off a spinning globe? And so far he's debunked the globe about 3 times.
So would be traveling at around 514,000 miles an hour. If the Moon was behind the Earth in its orbit, then Artemis 1 to you would still be traveling in the same direction as the...
What has this got to do with not falling off of the Earth, your spinning globe?
What's this moon behind Earth business?
Exactly. I just want to find out why you're not... He literally says, why aren't we thrown off a spinning globe? That's what we want to see. Not...
Does anybody on Earth anywhere see moon anywhere other than above them?
Nope. It's just nonsense. Maybe he's trying to make up something to just fill the time. I don't know.
But it would be slowing itself down to 466,000 miles an hour. And people then claim, well, if we're moving through space at that speed,
We're not moving through space. So there's no speed, we're moving through space. There is no speed in space because there's no
There is no
space.
space. What we hadn't even heard about it. There's no space.
It's the same as when he brought up the moon and he says, oh, we can just all agree it's a rock floating in space. Nobody said it's a rock floating in space, just this guy. And so forth, because he declares it's a rock floating in space, therefore all flat earthers declare it's a rock floating in space. What the hell? That's the problem with this guy. He's literally, he makes up in his own mind what people think should happen and then just declare it so. It's insane.
to be able to see it. Why can't we see it with our eyes? And again, this falls down to reference frames. For us to see that we're moving, we need a frame of reference to measure against, such as looking out of the window on a plane.
Yes, we do have a frame of reference to measure against. Like when we're on Earth, we see the sky moving 15 degrees an hour ahead of us, over us. That's a reference frame which we are observing. You know, separate reference frame. The sky is moving ahead of us. Can we feel movement? No. But if you had to take that same thing and now let's say you're on a plane and you are flying across the Earth, you know you are moving when you're looking at the Earth. When you are on the ground and you're looking at the sky, you know the sky is moving. You literally debunked your own globe with this argument, Dave.
As I mentioned earlier, at takeoff you're only travelling about 1/3 of the speed that you do when you're up and cruising. But everything flies past the window much faster because you're nearer to the ground.
Yeah, you know, parallax. That's why when you're up there it looks slower, especially when you're further away. You know, like that's why when we have sun setting or moon setting or rising, it doesn't literally change angular size that much because of parallax.
So
we've been through this before,
closer.
dude.
As you get further away from an object, it remains in your vision for much longer, which creates the impression that it's moving much slower.
Yeah, field of view, parallax.
On Earth, we don't have any large reference frames to give us that impression that we're moving.
What? You just showed an aeroplane and gave a demonstration of parallax and field of view, and in your next sentence says we don't have that reference frame to show. You just showed it. Is this guy for real?
No.
Yeah, I agree. Dave was not really prepared.
He's not prepared because I don't think, like I said earlier, call me a conspiracy card or whatever you want, like, but they all sound same accent, and they've got a shit argument, no evidence, no, but they're getting all these views. It's like they're just there to push anti-flirt.
Exactly. But I mean, look here, he's literally just explaining to us, showing it, and then in his next breath says, but we can't show it. What's on screen now then? Oh, this guy's a moron. It's just I don't know. I really don't know. Oh.
The impression that it's moving much slower. On Earth, we don't have any large reference frames to give us that impression that we're moving, because the objects that could offer it are so far away, it's hard to distinguish with the naked eye if it's us, them, or both that are moving.
No, it's very simple. You sitting, you're looking in the sky, and you're seeing the sky move. You know you're not moving because you would actually feel the movement because you got a reference frame to look at it. You can get off of the ground and still see the ground is not moving beneath you while you are seeing the sky move. Does he understand that? If I had to take a hot air balloon and I hover in one place and I still see the sky moving across me and the ground beneath me is staying in exactly the same position, guess what you just did? You just realized the earth is not rotating, the sky is rotating, Dave.
In fact, my favourite analogy to represent how much we need a frame of reference to understand our movement and why we don't feel anything is zero gravity parabolic flight.
I'm actually lost for words, guys. This has got nothing to do with what you are just explaining.
It's just trying to just keep repeating that Earth's moving, and
yeah, the thing, he's trying to make up evidence to try and say it's moving. In the meantime, while he's trying to do it, he's showing the opposite. Literally.
It's like I was saying to you with plants. If you put a plant on wind, it tracks sun as it moves through the sky. If you've got a big obelisk casting a shadow, that shadow moves out where sun moves, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Why would you assume that it's Earth moving?
But that's why I said, like, last night, trees debunk. Exactly, Spuddy, bruh. Bruh. It's exactly, that's why I say, like, trees debunk spinning Earth. You don't see all the trees lying to one direction as the Earth is spinning. You would see that. You get forests and stuff where you see trees following where the sun is, though. You literally get trees that grow towards the sun, and it's opposite to Earth's spin. It's sad.
AKA the vomit comet. You've probably seen these before, but when the people inside start floating up, it doesn't look like they're moving.
What? It doesn't look like they're moving. Oh, that's why he's holding on to the roof. That's why they're bouncing around here.
Floating up.
They're not moving. No, they literally can see them moving.
It doesn't look like they're moving. In reality, not only are they moving a few hundred miles per hour horizontally, they're actually still rising up away from the Earth. The plane is merely slowing its rate of climb fractionally slower than the people inside.
Again, closed system. The plane is just falling faster than them. Literally. You understand that? The plane has got thrust. If you had to put thrust, let's say, on your little poop hole here, you would be able to experience no 0G fall because you would also be accelerate at the same speed. But you do not have thrust with poop hole like plane. It's very simple. It's just normal physics. How is this proving his argument again? Oh wait, it doesn't.
But the plane is the only frame of reference that you have, so it feels like the people are floating.
Oh, is that what he's trying to say? So the plane is the only reference. No, I can get it to you. Let him close his eyes. He won't see the plane. He will feel he's floating. You know why? Because it's going to feel like he's falling. Because the plane is going to be moving faster down than him. That's sad.
Which is demonstrated perfectly in this Tom Scott video.
Has this guy ever gone parachuting or anything? It feels like you're falling the whole time. So why would it feel any different inside the plane? You're still falling the whole time.
Now, let's address the spinning around our axis and orbiting the sun. This often gets likened to being on a merry-go-round.
Hey, this is unfair. This exact video you're showing now, I actually got my video flagged and removed because of this video I showed. Literally. That's unfair. I had a video with the Coriolis video I showed where I showed this little clip and they said I'm showing endangerment to children. But now he can show it on his channel. How unfair is that?
Figures.
And this is not the first time this has happened, by the way.
And that if a merry-go-round was spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, we'd be flung clean off.
That's unfair. That is so unfair. What can I do? I'll just do a
You
bomb.
don't know when you got that with YouTube, right? Because some triggered ballers contacted them.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
And
The
said
butter.
that you were showing videos and that's
They
how sick they
reported.
are.
Yeah, they reported. That's the thing.
That's how sick they are, man.
Mm. And Spuddy, exactly, false equivalence.
Why aren't we thrown off the Earth?
I know why we aren't thrown off the Earth. Because it's not moving. Ha! What the hell? I think there's a big storm apart on the way here or something.
Down to centrifugal force, which is the outward force exerted on an object as it's spinning around, like a giant human centrifuge.
Yeah, and then you get centripetal force as well, which is pulling you down.
That's used to train pilots and astronauts by creating huge G-forces. But none of these are measured in linear speeds like miles per hour. They're instead measured in angular speeds like revolutions per minute. A giant centrifuge machine spins upwards of 50 revolutions per minute.
Yeah.
That's almost once per second.
Earth big. That's their argument, guys. Earth big, so you don't know. So it ignores the rim velocity.
Well, dimensions of Earth. I don't think it's big.
So because he ignores rim velocity, therefore that means you won't get thrown off. Has this guy, he's obviously driven a car before. What happens when you change the size of your, let's say, trying to think of the word now. Trying to think of argument. Let's just take a saw blade. And you change the size of the saw blade, correct? And you spin it at exactly the same revolutions per minute. The smaller one is going to spin faster because it's going to have, no, it's going to spin, yeah, it's going to spin faster than the larger one. I'm trying to think now. Is it faster or slower? I'm kind of talking myself into a corner here. But anyway, yeah, it's going to it's going to spin slower because the larger one, because you have to increase your circle to spin the same. So the larger one's going to spin faster than the smaller one, but they're going to have the same revolutions per minute. Okay, so the rim velocity will be different on the two, but the revolutions per minute will be the same. That's what I'm trying to say. So they ignore the rim velocity, so they can have, so they can just ignore, yeah, the forces attributed, because they want to say it only goes around once a day, so it's 15 degrees an hour. So therefore, if I take this is how fast we was spinning. Can you see that movement? Instead of ignoring the rim velocity of the large scale, which is 480 meters a second. A Bugatti Veyron full speed is about 120 to 180 meters a second as far as I know. I think it's 120 meters a second. So you can take that and times it by 3. Yeah.
Whereas it takes Earth 24 hours to spin once.
See?
In the time it takes the Earth to complete one rotation, a centrifuge would have spun 72,000 times. If you...
Yeah, because it is much smaller in circumference. Dipshit. And it's not spinning 15 degrees an hour.
If you were in a centrifuge that took 24 hours to complete one rotation, you wouldn't know it was moving. But some people...
Again, Earth is big. You would know it's moving because it's rim velocity that you feel. You don't feel revolutions per minute, you feel the rim velocity. Have you ever gone on one of those, you know, those rides at the carnival? I think it's like the Gravitron or whatever, where you're sticking to the side of the wall when it's spinning. It's not the revolutions per minute you're feeling, it's the velocity you're feeling. The rim velocity that's going like this is what you're feeling. It's pulling you out, not the revolutions per minute. The revolutions per minute is just the measurement of that. That doesn't mean you don't have rim velocity.
People still argue the point that ignoring the RPM, 1,000 miles an hour is still so fast, we shouldn't be able to stay on a globe. But if you look at the formula for
yeah, exactly. A 556 bullet is around 940 meters a second. Hectic. Bringing his gravity into it, guys.
Calculating centrifugal force, there are 3 factors in it. The mass of the object that is being spun, i.e. you.
Yeah.
The velocity with which it's moving.
So rim velocity then. Velocity. So 480 meters a second. Great, and it's square, by the way.
Let's say 1,000 miles per hour. And then the radius that it is being spun around, which in the case of the globe is almost...
Remember, you're taking that rim velocity and you're trying to work out the revolutions per minute. because the revolutions per minute is what's giving that. Yeah, we get that, but by ignoring the velocity, the rim velocity, the tangential velocity, doesn't take away that there's tangential velocity or rim velocity, which is why you would feel it spinning or get flung up into your space.
Was 4,000 miles.
But then again, you guys say gravity cancels it out, which makes it zeros. Instead of ignoring the fact that gravity is not a force and your globe is apparently expanding, accelerating outwards to give you that gravity. I still haven't seen the change in the size of your globe, by the way.
I tell you something, it's boring me to death.
Yeah, but I mean,
what is he on about?
He's trying to make, his whole argument is Earth too big to be able to feel movement. That's his whole argument. And Earth is too big to be able to get flung off because gravity cancels each other out. That's what he's trying to say.
There's just no but excuses for why it ain't how they say it is.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if he can take a merry-go-round and make it a tangential velocity of 1,000 miles an hour. What would happen? You'd be flung off like crazy. I mean, he literally just demonstrated with that bike. But now he wants to say because it's big, you're not going to feel it. You'll still feel that 1,000 miles an hour because it's moving from point A to point B 1,000 miles in that hour. You would still feel it, especially because we are in a so-called elliptic orbit, changing different velocities at different vectors. They literally ignore everything just to keep their delusions alive.
It's like all these natural laws that globe defies, but all you get is, well, yeah, there is these natural laws, but they're just not applicable to globe.
Yeah, but look at the guy that came on last night, that effect guy. His argument is, we have natural laws, but space has different natural laws. What the hell nonsense is that? You can't just make a claim that if you go to space, they got different laws than on Earth. Can they demonstrate that? No, they can't. It's like literally saying, if I go through this cupboard, I'm going to Narnia, just because I'm going through the cupboard. On Earth, you can't go through the cupboard because that's not how it works. But because I'm going through the cupboard to Narnia, therefore it works. It's stupid.
The centrifugal force being exerted on us is only 2.5 newtons. You'd have to turn a merry-go-round less than 1.5 rotations each minute to feel the same level of centrifugal force.
See what I'm saying? He's literally just taking revolutions per minute by ignoring the tangential speed, the rim velocity
that we do on Earth. Whereas the centripetal force, which is the inward force that pulls an object towards the center,
told you.
In Earth's case, gravity.
Told you. So centripetal force is gravity now, guys. It's not mass attracting mass. So we can go home, guys. He's just figured out gravity is centripetal force. FTFE says it's torque, and he says it's centripetal force. I wonder which gravity we're going to get next. No, centripetal force is not gravity, Dave. Just had to let you know. Oh, I'm glad you think so, but it's definitely not.
Is 9.8 newton.
This is the same as when they try, like that sniper, or that long range shooter where he's trying to take wind deflection and Magnus effect and call it Coriolis. It's the exact same. It's a, how can I put it? A category error. Literally taking something and claiming it to be that, but it's not that.
It's just pure waffle to get you to believe something that's not happening. That's all it is.
Exactly. I've had this argument actually from a few ballers saying, you see, it just cancels it out.
Honestly, it's made my whiskers grow listening to this, Bob.
Yeah. So, do you know the Black Swan even debunks this? Because if it changes their radius, this would not work out. So in other words, it would change their gravity,
That
and
radius debunks everything, doesn't
it
it?
debunks everything.
That's everything.
And that's why they hate the black swan so much.
Yeah.
Because if it had to change your radius, then you're not going to be able to have your cancelling out of centrifugal forces. Because it works out so perfectly with their radius.
Per kilo.
And that's also why I laugh when they say, God stopped the earth instead of the sun in Joshua. With Joshua. Very simple stuff.
It's just same as telling you sky moves, but telling you it's Earth that's really moving. It's the exact same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't really stop sun movement, it stopped Earth instead.
That's what they're saying, yeah. But if he did
That's not what it does though, is it?
Yeah, but just that, if he did that, what would happen? What would happen to their whole model?
It don't say that though, does it? It doesn't say it stopped Earth though.
It's like playing Jenga. You've played Jenga probably. And it's on its last legs and you pull the bottom brick out and it falls. That's what would happen to their model if the Earth had to stop spinning instead of the sun.
Yeah, you know when you watch them nuclear explosions and all houses blow over and that.
Yeah.
Be like that. Everything just get wiped clean off.
Yep. It will literally, it's like hitting a brick wall at 1,000 miles an hour. There'll be nothing left of you. Yep, he stopped the sun and moon, Spuddy. But the guys will still fight for he stopped the earth because, yeah, it goes against their religion.
You know, like yesterday when you said, you know, if you add or take away from scripture, well, if you're saying that it weren't really the sun and moon that stopped it, what Earth, then you're adding to them scriptures because it doesn't say that.
Exactly. And it goes again. That's why I said when they say that, they're calling God a liar. And I'm definitely not going to be calling God a liar, thank you.
But says something about sending you all plagues of that book. I think it says something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Lucky Hastings right. It's getting weird. These globe religious folks are still clinging to some ray of hope for their impossible ball. Yeah, it's impossible. The Hebrew said the earth is a platform definition, a raised level surface on which people or things can stand. A sphere is not a platform. Nobody is antipodal to anyone else. Exactly.
So if a human weighs 80 kilos, then there would be 780 newtons of force pulling you down. Now, you might be questioning, if Earth's gravity is so much stronger than the centrifugal force...
Gravity is not a force, so it's not strong at all. There's nothing, it doesn't exist. It's only an effect in fourth dimension, which is also just a made-up concept. Time is a man-made concept. Space is a man-made concept. The fourth dimension is a man-made concept. It's just a mathematical concept. Gravity is not a force. It's all in your head. Get it? So using concepts of man and belief to try and save your globe belief is not doing anything else than showing you have a religious belief and trying to defend it with your religious belief.
Why aren't we being squashed into the floor? The simple answer is we are. But because it's the only environment that we've ever experienced, our bodies don't know anything different. This is just what we deem as normal.
And yet you get people growing up. Michael, were you always how tall are you, Michael?
5'7", I'm a short ass.
Me too. But were you always 5'7", or did you grow to become 5'7"?
I do like, but what I'm gonna say, well, I want everybody just be the same size or something.
Yeah, really odd. I mean, you can literally spurt a growth of a plant or something just by limiting its height to what it can grow to. So why is that not happening to us then? He's claiming we're getting squashed to the ground. Hey Andres, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it.
This is indoctrination. Bad.
Andres
You
wants
know
me
what I
to. Andres, I think he wants me to try and. I think it's Spanish. Andres Lacoste, you want it in Spanish, correct? I don't know. I can try and find something that can subtitle in Spanish for us.
Oh,
Because I know he wants to put it in Spanish on his channel. He wants to translate it, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Will be able to help me with it. If anybody here knows how we can try and translate it to Spanish and whatever, please do let me know. Even just translate or do the like he says the subtitles.
Real time translating or something?
We'll have to try and see. Andres, I'm going to try and see if I can figure something out for you, because I know you've asked before. I totally have been so busy and I've forgotten everything. Sorry. I'll try and see if I can work out something up for it.
It's like when you go to watch Ilmo Tadabar.
Yeah.
Can't understand half the stuff they're saying.
Yeah,
like,
in Indian.
Birds are throwing.
But I can sort of understand though. If you look.
Yeah, because there are a few English words in
Yeah, and then you can sort of see, okay, yeah, it's Coriolis or this and that. But yeah, half the time you're like,
I'd love to read subtitles on that.
Yeah, that would be great as well, because he also has some awesome content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
Similar
ask
to
him
how-
to come on, like, so you can talk
I did.
to him.
He actually wants to come on. I got to email him again and ask him when can we set up a time. Because there's so much people I want to get on this year.
There's a brother can't, so you've got to get him on.
Yeah, I better.
We're so used to the air pressure where we live that if we travel to places that are at very different elevations, we can feel the effects on our bodies, but to the people living there, that's just what they're used to. And
Air pressure, yes, that doesn't mean gravity. Air pressure difference because your body has grown accustomed to it, adapted to that environment. Doesn't mean that someone's going to be taller or shorter because of gravity. He's literally just throwing in words there to try and say, okay, therefore it's this.
and that is going to draw this video to a close.
Yes, it's going to draw this video to a close. Thank you, Dave, for your video. I think we can actually draw the video to a close here for us as well. Michael, if you are interested in that. Because it is 12 o'clock here already. Tomorrow night is another stream, yeah. So I just want to say it was a nice long stream, over 3 hours.
Flies when you're
Or
having
just
fun.
under 3 hours maybe.
He's boring though, this guy.
Dave, but I had to bring him up, shame. We didn't see his
Honestly,
video.
it's put about 10 years on me listening to it.
Yeah, so guys, do you like the bruh idea? Should we do more of the bruh streams? Let me know. I'm probably gonna pep it up more, like make him, like when you get something that's like the real bruh moment, to have a short clip playing like bruh.
You should do a stream, you have one at least once a week though, so other people can join.
Yeah, that's also great. Maybe we can have a StreamYard stream once a week
I don't
as well.
mean ballers, like, I mean people with that in chat.
Yeah, a StreamYard stream would be great once a week. I agree. So yeah.
Like, just for flat earthers.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, so guys, I'm going to say bye here. Just want to say thank you to everybody for coming. Thank you, Michael, for being here. And Mikey, that was on earlier. You guys all rock. Just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, all my supporters, Patreon supporters. Thank you, Patreon. And channel members. You guys are awesome. You guys really help me. It's because of you guys I was able to actually get the equipment I got now. So it's really awesome. I'm saving up as I go for better equipment and everything. And I just want to say thank you. Yeah, I got a generator, I got a light, got a microphone, got a what's this, a webcam and a computer, because everybody's so generous to help me. And everybody that sends super chats, Thank you very much. Just hit that like button and share. I want to say thank you for everybody for doing everything. You guys are awesome. So see you tomorrow night. Take care. Blessings. May the pressure be with you.